Everyone needs to hear this story, all right? Everyone needs to hear this story. There's an FDA recall for tainted infant powder, and it could be fatal, all right? So let's put up pictures full mass. A baby formula made by one of America's big four manufacturers has been recalled for a second time. This is number 2. The second time after companies continued to distribute the tainted powder. So Michigan-based Perrigo Company urged Americans to stop using certain batches of Gerber, all right? Gerber Good Start SoothePro formula, to be exact. This first warning came back in mid-March when tests spotted a bacteria that can actually be fatal to children under 2 months. That's why I want everyone to hear this story. If you don't have a young child, it's okay. You may know someone who does. You need this knowledge. However, on Sunday, the product had to be recalled again after discovering that the powder had been sent to independent grocery stores in 8 different states, even after the alert was sent. Americans who bought the powder have been urged to throw it in the trash immediately, contact the company for a refund. While no illnesses have been reported yet, the Food and Drug Administration urges parents to look out for fever, poor feed, and excessive crying if their child consumes the formula. The notice was released on May 14th by food distributor Associated Wholesale Grocers, which admitted that it was still selling the deadly product. Batches that had been recalled were sent to 8 states. It includes Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. On May 17th, the company issued a recall notice for 9 lots of its Gerber Good Start SoothePro trademark powdered infant formula. They said the move was out of an abundance of caution after tests showed the formula was contaminated. It was contaminated with the bacteria that is naturally found in the environment, but particularly adept at surviving in low moisture dry foods such as baby powder. Now remember, it can be fatal for children under 2 months, all right? It can be fatal, according to their report. It is harmless to most people. It is harmless to most people, but in rare cases, can prove deadly for infants younger than 2 months because it can infect the blood or cause swelling in the lining around the brain and spinal cord. It is not clear how the bacteria got into the baby powder, but the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says this can happen if formula comes into contact with a contaminated surface or if other ingredients used have already been contaminated. Now, that's the part we probably will not get to know. Where did the contamination come from? Typically, the recall happens, lawsuits will happen, and then it goes away. Sharon, thoughts on this?
I love my baby, who's now 11 and a half, so much that this is scary. I hate, though, Dr. Richey, that these are always mostly voluntary recalls. It's not right. Get out in front of this. And we do need to know more about how and when exactly.
That's right. That's right. All right. Maybe an update will come. We will give you that if it does.